I've turned RuneScape into a collectible card game where everything is unlocked by opening booster packs bought with in-game gold. There are 5 booster sets ranging from Novice to Grandmaster, which contain every quest, skill, minigame, boss and achievement diary in the game, and until I buy myself some packs, I'll have access to none of them. When I open a booster, I'll see 3 cards, but I'll only get to keep one of them, so join me for the journey as we crack packs and see if we can't just pull some of the greatest cards in the game to build up a fresh Iron Man. Welcome to CCGscape. What's up everyone? I am kicking off this one with a Huey kill. I wanted to see how this was, because I would like to spend this episode doing money makers. I need to make sure I'm on Crush. I would like to make some money in this episode, and I wondered how Huey would actually be, because if I solo it, it's going to take me a long time, yes. But there's a chance I just get 20 room plate skirts, and that's like 800k or something. I'm a bit tired of making little bits of cash here and there from daily battle staffs or hallowed sepulchre or, things like that. Or the occasional trip into the wilderness if I'm feeling brave. I really would like to find some things we can do that either make some consistent good GP, like 500k an hour, or have a chance at something big, aka 20 room plate skirts, or I don't even know. I guess uniques here wouldn't make money, but they would still be cool to get, so I wouldn't be upset if I got a unique. And yeah, there's a chance that I spend 10 or 15 minutes getting this kill and I get 3,000 earth runes. But to be honest, my RNG has been so shit lately that surely I'm due for some good luck soon. Regardless, depending on how long this kill takes, I might either stick here for like an hour and see if I can get like 4 drops or something, and if it's any good, maybe we stay. If it's no good, then I will try and find something else to do. I will still be grinding at moons here and there, as I can be bothered to, but I don't think I'm going to do a big chunk of it anytime soon. I'm probably just going to do it in the background and update y'all when I get a drop, rather than showing the endless supply drops. So I DPS check this as well, and it's better to use the axe than the max. Huh, that rhymed. It's better to use the axe than the max, except for the tail phases, because you're capped on damage on those, so that's what the max are good for. But the Zax is actually better DPS everywhere else, when it's on Crush, that is. Although that does mean I'm getting strength XP, which is a bit worrying, because I'm not supposed to be trying in strength. I've been doing attack XP for everything at moons, except for the one that I have to do on stab, which puts it on controlled and splits. Phase 1 down. The first phase was actually quicker than I was expecting. Or it felt it. Maybe it wasn't quick, it just was consistent damage. Because I felt like I was hitting pretty well. This is pretty slow. Alright, time for the max. At this point in the kill, I've used a lot of resources. Granted, I've made a couple of mistakes, but even without, I would have probably used, I would definitely use the same amount of prayer and potion doses. So I'm not 100% sure this is going to be farmable, really, as a way to make money, but hopefully get one nice big drop off this kill, and it makes it worth my time coming here. Okay, that is kind of troll. I actually grinded out a bunch of Sunfire Splinters from Sunlight Antelope earlier because I ran out doing my prayer training that I said I was going to do at the end of the last video, and I had to boost with Hunter Potions to catch them because it's 72, so that was not particularly fun. And I did that. Well, I guess it's my next time I want it. Hey, well, time to think of something else.
A few moments later.
Alright folks, I'm feeling brave, and I'm sure that feeling won't last long because I'm gonna hit up Calvarian. I don't know if it's a good money maker. I went down a wormhole in my brain and was like, a dragon pickaxe would be cool. So yeah, that's how we ended up coming to Calvarian. Yeah, no one's here. My damage should be pretty decent now. Got the salve on this time as well, I actually remembered it. Oh, I forgot you can't step under him. I always forget that. Well, that's pretty quick. 12k coins. Okay, I'll do a couple kills, see how we get on. Kill 2. For a rune pickaxe. Not quite. Okay, the boss itself, very doable. Only concern is PKs coming in. Like, if they get a teleblock on me, then I might not be able to get away. And they probably will, because I'm paying attention to the mechanics rather than hovering over a slayering telly. So I'm probably going to bank, like, every 5 kills or so, I guess. I'm not really risking much, but I'd rather not risk the profits either. Maybe there's less PKs here though nowadays because of the whole needing the hard diary though. Whenever I've done this before, it's been swarmed with PKs, but that was before they changed the diary thing, so maybe it's not as bad nowadays. I don't know, I don't want to jinx myself. Another room pick, that's 3 we've had. What the hell? 5th kill, we'll bank after this. Chaos runes. Alright, well, that first trip, I mean, to be honest, I'm not sure if I've ever got 5 kills before seeing a PKer. Like, that does not feel like it happens from prior experience. So, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna keep going until I either get killed, see a PKer who scares me off, or get something interesting. And I guess I can't just keep the camera on all day, so I will see all when one of those things happens. Alright, well, I got up to 16kc at Calv and I wasn't seeing too much interesting stuff. But I checked the loot table for the big boy, Vetion, and it is way better. And I don't remember it being that hard to kill when we did the 1kc. The main concern is, you know, I didn't see any PKs when I was at Calv. Maybe I do see them at Vetion because you only need the medium and it's in multi. So I just figured I'd try. I come back and get, I don't know. Well, I want to go up to 20kc combined regardless, because that will allow me the ability to peek. But I thought I would try and get the last 4 kills here. I can't even tele out of here. It'd be rough if a PK does show up. First one down. 5 rune picks. Do I just bank immediately? Okay, we'll send 2. Maybe 2 kill trips are good here. Maybe I should just bank every kill, but chopping a canoe is annoying. We are a lot less accurate against Vetion than Calvarian, I'm realising. And he hits for more if I do make mistakes. 5 kills of loot in the last kill though. Definitely doesn't take 5 times as long, but it probably is 5 times as dangerous. Oh, that was rough. Kill 2. 50k cash and more blighted supers. Ooh, maybe I should bring an anti-poison for that. Not ideal, is it? I don't know if that's a mage attack or... Okay, well those kills are far more worth it than Calvarian. Is it worth the risk? Remains to be determined. Didn't see anyone in those first 2 kills though, so fingers crossed. I'm going to go back for the next 2 and see if we get anything more interesting. Alright, well after 9 rune picks and 124k raw cash, I am up to a mil. We're getting a pack. Hopefully, this might present something that could make more money in future. Because I am struggling. You know I'm struggling when I'm in the worldy. 45 cards left in the Grandmaster pack. Would love to see a quest. Failing that, a skill or a boss that we can kill to make money will be the next best things. Let's have a look. That is a tricky one. I'm kind of tempted by the DT2 bosses, because we have DT2. Sailing has the higher potential, probably. Neither of those are good money-making bosses. They're good for the unique drops, not for raw cash. I may train some more sailing soon to get up to the next tier of salvage. I don't see myself going that high, but is killing either of these really worth it? They don't really have any, like, money drops. It's just uniques. I'm gonna take this sailing and feel not too great about it, to be honest. Back to the drawing board. What's up, folks? Just finished the first 2 ranks of Jubbly Jive. Got the Captured Windmote and the Fetid Key, as well as up to 57 sailing. I know this isn't going to make me any cash immediately, but I thought I would follow what the cards told me, and the cards gave me a higher sailing level. So I'm leveling to try and get to the next salvage, which is at 64, but we can boost from 61 with the infinite keg of Whirlpool Surprise, but that's still 4 levels away, so it would take a bit of training, and I'd be better off doing it on the Marlin tier, which, if I remember correctly, requires you to have a Gale Catcher, at least to get the time on it. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be up too much longer tonight anyway. I'm just doing a bit of sailing, leveling to try and get towards that next tier of salvage, because it is quite a bit better. The average jewellery drop is better, the repair kits are worth more, all in all a win. Okay, let's hope I get to Corsair Cove before I die to Venom. I don't think I'm going to make it. I'm going to tell it. I know my boat's going to disappear, but what can I do? I was not going to make that. Okay, so now I need a way to get to fucking Corsair Cove. Oh, I also need the shit for this, which is 10,000 air runes. Steel nails, bars. Ooh, I don't have that many steel bars. Okay, laziness wins. Now I do have that many steel bars. Can I use the Corsair Cove Spirit Tree when I haven't done the Corsair Curse? Phillip Hills. Yes, I can. Can I use the dock when I haven't done the Corsair Curse? Oh fuck, I didn't bring cash with me. Can't use the bank here. I need cash for the recovery, even though I only have a pittance to my name right now. Oh, I don't have permission! No way. Where's the other nearest dock? I guess Void Knight Outpost isn't too far, right? Oh, tell me there's a ship right here. Is there no ship right here? What are you doing to me, game? Does my boat go back to Pandemonium? No, it's lost, so I still have to recover it. Right, folks, the time has come. I'm gonna spend the last pennies I have, the last few, and go and find the Corsair Curse, and then do it without emptying my invent, because I can't be bothered to draw this all out again. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother rolling these. Seeing as there's only 5 left, and I want something, I'm just gonna buy out the intermediates. Let's go for it. 25k. In the pot, what do we get? A Tale of Two Cats, At First Light, the Corsair Curse, Mahogany Homes finally, and Forgettable Tale of a Drunken Dwarf. I'm gonna go do Corsair Curse straight away. Quest completed, Corsair Cove accessed. Now realising, because I spent 25k, I don't have the money to recover my boat. I'm pretty sure it's like 4,650. 4,125, never mind, I do! Hell yeah. And we can customise it. 1 Windcatcher. Right, fuck knows if I'll even manage to get the time for the Marlin trial anyway. But either way, we can get the XP reward. Even if you don't finish it in time, you get the completion XP, just not the full one-time bonus that you get for getting the time. Time to go bash my head against this and get some sailing levels until I go to bed.
The next day.
What is up, everyone? It has been about 24 hours since you last saw me, I think. I spent some time at the Jubbly Jive last night, upgraded my salvaging hooks and my cargo hold once I got to 60. This morning I did 10 Perilous Moons runs that got me fuck all, and then I did a bit more Jubbly Jive, a bit of sea charting to get up to 61. Since 61, I have been parked out here at the pirate shipwrecks, boosting with my boat. You'll see in a second, it's about to disappear. There it goes. I have to re-click my button and get back on the hook. So yeah, it's been annoying as hell having to boost, but we are almost now, after about 6 hours, at the actual requirement for it. I will be getting it very soon. So I won't have to boost anymore, and that'll make this super chill and much more AFK. I mean, it's been pretty AFK anyway, I've just had them on the hooks most of the time. And as you can see, I have made a decent bit of money here. When I sailed out to the pirate shipwrecks, I had about 220k and 700 nature runes. And yeah, we've made like 800k. I haven't been alking the sapphire rings or the gold rings. Or the rum, but the rest gets alked. We've had a couple rune sims, we've had a couple of these facility bottles, which are 34.6k alk each, which is super nice. You could use them to like move things from one boat to another, but I didn't figure I'd really have any use for them, because if I want something on one boat, like, I'm not going to want to move it, I'm just going to want to build it on the new one. So yeah, alk value has made some very nice profit. However, I'm almost out of nature runes, so I'm going to have to restock anyway, and I figured I may as well take that as an opportunity to buy some more packs, because why the hell not? I mean, it may not be the most efficient gold farm to be sat out here, it's slow, but it's so chill, and to be honest, I think I just needed a day to not go hard on PVM or skilling and just sit back and let my crew do the work. This is actually pretty chill, just the last few hours here. I'm going to finish up this level real quick, and then we are going to go do I'm going to get some nature runes, and then do my daily battle staffs, before buying a Grandmaster pack. And there is the 64. Absolutely beautiful. We'll get Siad on the wheel and get on out of here. I need to park, I guess, pest control? Okay folks, another dig in the Grandmaster deck. We are stacking up the cash in these coffers. Almost 23 mil in there. Crazy. What is the deck going to give me this time? Will I finally get a quest that's not Desert Treasure 2? Dragon Slayer 2. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put the camera on. Oh my gosh, smile on my face right now. The shock still, but also the massive smile. That's an insta-pick. That was almost a consideration for the wildcard to unlock Vorkath. It was a serious consideration. Oh, we finally hit something good, y'all, in the Grandmaster deck. Yes, let's go. What are the requirements? I can kill Vorkath for money. Holy shit. Oh, I need Dream Mentor and a Tale of Two Cats. Well, I've got a Tale of Two Cats on the board already, so we just need Dream Mentor, which I think is in the Master deck. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Because tomorrow's a Saturday anyway, I'm probably going to end up spending some time with the fam during the day. So I'm going to go park my ass back at Shipwreck Salvaging, and I'll log in like once an hour when I come to roll a spliff. Alk everything that is alkable. Leave it for another half hour till I get AFK timed. Because now that I don't have to boost, I can just leave them on the hooks. And it will last for half an hour until the game logs me out. So it's just constantly going to be gathering me some money then. And then in the evening, when I'm more like sitting down ready to play, we can do some questing to Dragon Slayer. We can try and find Dream Mentor and then move straight on to Dragon Slayer. I'm happy to stop digging in the Grandmaster deck perpetually because we've found something good in it now and it gives me a direction to go in. So I'm very, very happy we've found that one. Super pumped. It's going to be back to salvage though for me, and to be honest, I'm not that upset about it. Yeah, a very, very successful pack opening there. Unfortunately, I lost the audio again on this clip. I don't know what's with my mic recently, it just keeps disconnecting. But we got the ancient coin from salvaging and handed it in for 10k Herblore XP. Then headed over to start looking for Dream Mentor in the hard pack. Unfortunately, just found the Karamja hard in the first one, but we get Dream Mentor in the second. I decided to have one more dig in case I could find the Kandarin hard diary, because that'd help with killing Vorkath. But we didn't find it just at the moment, and picked up Grimtails instead. Man, it said the upcoming fight is hard. That was very easy. Stressed out over nothing. And yeah, I was doing a Tale of Two Cats, but I had to wait for some potatoes in some douche's garden to grow. So I thought, well, I'm not just going to sit here for half an hour. I may as well just go do Dream Mentor. It's a pretty quick quest, although slightly annoying. There is Dream Mentor. New Lunar spells unlocked. And I will take, I guess, Magic, because I can't take any of the others other than hit points, and yeah. Cool. That is one down, and now we should be able to go. I got the message in the chat a few minutes ago saying his potatoes might have grown. So be very close now to finishing this one off as well. There we are, A Tale of Two Cats. I don't remember what this is. A mouse toy and some more lamps. Cool. Alrighty, it is time. Well, we'll take these off. Tale of Two Cats and Dream Mentor in the bag. It is time for Dragon Slayer 2. Oh, this is such a huge moment, folks. I have to say, this is weird and random, it's going to sound like, but this episode has made me appreciate sailing more. Not because I used sailing to get the money for the packs, but because every time I sailed to the Jubilee Jive, I sailed past the Myths Guild, and I kept thinking to myself, oh, one day we're going to get in there. Who knows when, because I'm at the mercy of the deck to find Dragon Slayer. But one day, I just kept thinking that to myself, and turns out that day is today. Yeah, it's quite tucked out of the way, I guess is my point. You don't usually see the Myths Guild. You're not in that area very often. So I was just making some bolts, preparing for Vorkath. I don't really need to make more right now, but I just figured I would, and I was looking up sources of rubies. Apparently, there is now an uncut ruby spawn in the game, which is kind of nuts, because it's always out of stock in the shop, and it is here. You have to telegrab it, but I can just get an invent of those. Oh, I need to actually have my lore runes, but we just telegrab and hop. Ah, nice. Well, I may as well do one or two more invents. Rubies are now just going to cost me a lore rune if I ever want them. Well, I made a very silly mistake on the first attempt, and I just ran out of food on the second attempt. Third attempt, we had insane RNG on the Ruby Screamers. I still had like 8 food left or something. RIP to Bob, but that is Dragon Slayer 2 officially completed. How long is this fucking cutscene? Jesus. Look at all that food I still had. Oh my gosh, that was such a lucky RNG on the rolls, that attempt. Oh, we've actually got into the Myths Guild. That's kind of crazy. Did spend a couple 100k on fucking reclaiming my stuff from Torfin though, so I'm a bit broke again. As that being said, we can always give Vorkath a try for some money. That is now an available option. Oh, I'm hype. I'm hype. To be honest, the quest version of Vorkath was pretty rough, so we might struggle a bit with the post-quest version, but definitely gonna give it a go and see what the crack is. Ton of XP incoming as well. Oh, look at that. We get a smithing level, a thieving level, and an access. Yes. We can make adamant crossbow balls. Nice, I don't have to boost for that one anymore. And the Hardy Castle chest that I will probably never thieve except maybe once for a diary. We are going to go straight upstairs and talk to this one. Yeah, we want that cape. I'll get a couple just in case I ever need an extra one for some reason. Was that like 10k each? Oops. We have ourselves a teleport to get back here, which is useful because there is a bank right next to a cooking range. For all the cooking I want, there's a herb law shop. There are dragons of all varieties down here, as well as a place to recharge all Dragonstone jewellery except for the Ring of Wealth, so I can just bring all my jewellery here to the one place. But yeah, we've even got like black dragons down here, which is obviously super close to a bank as well, so it's nice for any farming. Not to mention, we also get some training from Ellen, which I thought I could put in prayer. I can't. Do I just save this till I unlock a more useful skill? Because I don't want to lamp a skill that I don't have the bracket for, but my only options are attack and hit points. I could take magic. It probably is, to be honest, because getting to like Ice Barrage is quite a big grind. I mean, I'd probably prefer to be able to put it in defense or range, but I can't, so I will just forget to come back and claim it if not. I even gets a level there. 85 magic unlocked as well. Gets us Water Surge, Teleblock, Teleport to Target, Fishing Guild Teleport, Greater Corruption after a Kingdom Divided, and access to the Tummican Shadow. It's got to be time for Vorky, right? Got to be time for the Mr. Vorkath. Then again, if I die, I can't reclaim my shit because I don't have any money. I will figure this out after I've had a well-deserved spliff break. Alright folks, we are going for our first Vorkath kill. Like I said, it might be a bit sketchy. The last one was slower than I expected. That being said, I did forget to bring my salve last time, so that'll definitely help. I had a Fury on instead. The extra, like, almost 20% or whatever it is. Yeah, 20% all styles. Definitely gonna be of help. I'm pretty comfortable with Vorkath as a fight, so shouldn't be any concern in that regard. If it's one kill trips and I have to bank, it is what it is. I'm okay with it ultimately. Should have paused before starting though. So far, not too bad. The salve is definitely making me feel a lot more accurate. Ooh, there's a Screamer. Oh, and another one. Only for 77 that time though. I don't know when you're supposed to swap. I always think it's around 300, but the guide for Galvek said like 150, so I don't know what the actual ideal time is. I'm gonna swap under 300, I think. Okay, a little sketchy food-wise. One hit, but I'm out of food. Let's go! Literally took the entire invent. For 18 black dragon hide, 2 blue dragon hide, a snapdragon seed, as well as the superior dragon buns. Honestly, I'm happy with that. That can make me a little money right away I can just go make some money with this, which is brilliant. That's exactly what Vorkath is great for. And I'm doing it because I need to get above 100k in case I die to Vorkath. A 4-minute 40 kill is not ideal though. I will have to have a little think if there's any ways I can optimize that. Maybe an Archer's Ring. I don't know how much that would actually improve DPS though. Obviously the Vorkath head decumulator is something that we can only get from Vorkath. The only other answer would be more ranged levels, but I'm not really going to be training my ranged when I'm technically still capped. Thanks to that crafting grinder, I can just make black d'hide bodies now, which is super nice. We can make all dragon hide into their optimal forms of alchemy. Lovely little 48k kill there. We need to tick off Dragon Slayer itself, but then Vorkath can also be moved into this pile. I'm just trying to consider whether I should farm him, or whether I should try and get the Kandarin hard for the extra bolt proc chance, because that definitely would help. That is an upgrade we could get. There's really not much, like my ranged gear is really as good as it can be. I mean, sure, I could technically have a dragon crossbow now that we've got Lifkran Island, but farming one of those would be a nightmare. Melting it would be good if we had a decent stab weapon, but we don't, other than the Arcan Blade, and it's not really good enough, I don't think. For now, I'm probably going to get a few more kills. Maybe see if we can get the head in an early drop and get kind of lucky. And if not, build up some loot. Hopefully not die. I think I can get away with one less prayer pot. Oh, do you know what I might do actually before I farm it is, how do you make a Guthix Rest again? I've used those before at Vorkath and it's actually super nice because it gives you a tiny little heal. 2 Guam, a Harlander and a Maritil on a cup of hot water. I suppose I could humidify these, but this isn't going to be the slow part. I feel that doing it on the range is the slow part, if I remember right. Yeah, this is like normal cooking speed. I guess that's not too bad, but then we have to mix 4 herbs into each one, so that might make invent management a bit weird. So you do 4 at a time. Maybe there's a better way to do this. Okay, I'm going to make a couple of invents of these just so I have some on supply, decant them all so that they're not in 3 doses but 4s, and then go farm Vorkath a few more times. That is the plan. I will either see y'all when something exciting happens, or when I have enough money to consider digging for the Kandarin Diary.
The next day.
Good morning everyone, I have basically just woken up. Last night we did 5 Vorkath KC. The 6th KC, I had him on about 5%, but I was completely out of food and at 30 hit points, so I had to telly. I came back, the exact same thing happened again. End result, our DPS isn't quite there yet, and there are a couple of ways we can improve it. One being the Kandarin Hard Diary would give our bolts twice the chance of rocking the special effects. Extra Ruby Screamers or extra Diamonds Ignoring Defense is going to make the kills a lot quicker, so that would improve our DPS. The second thing we could improve that isn't gear or level related is our prayer. We could get Eagle Eye upgraded to Mystic Vigor, I think it's called. The one from Royal Titans, and that would also increase our ranged DPS, thus making the Vorkath kills much more obtainable. And we're only a little bit away. Like I said, he was like sub 50 HP both times, so we're only a tiny bit away from being able to consistently kill him. So we're back here at the coffers. The Royal Titans one is one that's more of a long-term goal, because before that I'd need to find the Eclipse set first so I can actually use full potential. But the Kandarin Hard Diary is something that should be more achievable in this episode, if we can find it. So let's have a little dig here. Pack 1. Desert Hard, Night at the Theatre or Yama. So the main thing preventing me from being able to do this is Calphite Queen. We don't have access to everything else we could do, and we may find Calphite Queen in this dig. I think that's probably more important than the XP lamp off Night at the Theatre, given the fact that I don't have a skill I'd really want to lamp at the minute. Desert Hard on the first pack. Pack 2. Really wants me to do Night at the Theatre, huh? Kree and Zilly. I fucking hate God Wars, by the way. I don't know if I've actually discussed it on this series before, but I'm not a fan of God Wars at all. I mean, I don't mind Zilliana, to be fair, but I'm used to doing it with a buffer, not with that garbage gear. It's probably another thing that we'd want Eclipse for, and I don't know if I've ever actually killed Kree, so we'll just take a Night at the Theatre. Number 3. Kandarin! There we go! Beautiful. That is what I wanted. Okay, well I don't see any reason to tank my entire cash stack. We'll leave it at 3 digs. And that gives me a task to be getting on with that will hopefully improve our efficiency at Vorkath. Just got a few tasks left here now, cleaned up the easy simple ones, and I am getting a smithing level here so that I can make a Addy Spear without having to go and get a Kovacs grog from Giant Foundry. Gonna just clean up 67 fishing after as well, just 8k away, and that'll let me boost without needing the higher fish pie as well. So we'll be able to get the rest of these done in no time at all.
Level up. Completed.
And there is the 84 smithing, 74 even. 1k sea-chewed bones. Never lucky. That is the diary completed. Did not take too long at all, to be honest. That being said, I feel like I've got a lot of footage already in this video, so I think I'm gonna edit after this and see what runtime we're on. And I'll probably salvage while I'm doing that, because I may as fucking well. It is free! Oh, we'll be able to teleport to the Sears Bank as well now with the Camelot teleport, rather than always going straight to Camelot. It's usually better to get to Tears. Wait, this has a teleport on it? Huh. Don't know if I knew that existed. There's some more Herblore XP. And yeah, like I say, I'm going to go edit this video while I salvage and see where we're up to. Hey everyone, just got done editing so far, and yeah, we are up to the end of this video, as it turns out. Definitely is long enough, and I'm back up to about 500k. I spent a bunch of money. I basically tanked my cash stack on nature runes and then came back out here. Made about 400k since I've been sat here. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling because I've rambled enough in this video, that's why it's so long. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like button to tell me that you did, and make sure you leave a comment below to tell me that you did, because it really helps promote me, more than you realise, into the algorithmic tendencies that YouTube tends to... Nope, I lost it. That sentence was going nowhere. Hit the sub button too if you haven't already, of course, and next time I think we might be hunting down that Mystic Vigor, which means getting Eclipse first. Plenty to be getting on with on the series. Look after yourselves, be lovely to one another. I'll see you on the next one.